there. My body moved, but I didn't care. The sun came out, but I stayed gray, like I packed my soul and sent it away. Friends ask, you good? I said I'm fine, but that fine was a cover, not a sign. The reggae played, I swayed along, but the rhythm didn't hit me strong. The waves still crashed the ocean wide, but I felt small from deep inside. The mirror showed me clear and clean, but I didn't know what I had seen. Something fell off, like I left the page, but the book moved on. I smiled for sure, I played the song, but the feeling, the fire, it was gone. I didn't break, I didn't fall, but something inside stopped standing tall. I chased the highs, ignored the lows, filled every hour so I wouldn't know. But late at night when the world went still, I heard a whisper I couldn't kill, a soft little voice I used to know, saying this ain't the way your roots should grow. It wasn't pain, it wasn't fear, just silence humming loud and clear, like truth was tapping on my door, asking what are you running for. Something fell off, and that off became a guide. It led me out of the noise and pride to a place where my soul could no longer hide. It wasn't loud, it wasn't rough, but that quiet ache was more than enough. And now I follow what I feel, even when it don't seem real, 'cause something fell off, and that was true. The first small step that pulled me through. Stepped outside of the rhythm of dirt, undo my pride. The world was loud, my mind too tight, but the earth hum soft beneath the fight. No screen, no plan, no list to make, just grass and breath and the time it takes. The ground didn't judge, didn't demand, it welcomed me with open land. Each step I took was something old, a memory my body still could hold. I didn't need to understand, the healing came from just the land. I touched the ground barefoot, and it touched me in return. With every grain and root and stone, it whispered what I came to learn, that I don't have to chase the sun. Sometimes the light begins from none. Oh, my breath slow to the trees, my heart sinking to the breeze. No stories here, no shame to spin, just skin and soil, breath and skin. I laid my weight upon the field, and for the first time I let it heal. I'm let it heal. They say the earth remembers all, the rise, the break, the quiet fall. And when you stand with nothing more, she gives you roots from her own core. I touch the ground barefoot, like a prayer without a name. The dirt became a holy book that asked for nothing, gave me flame. Not to burn, but just to glow, enough to find my way back slow. till I touched the ground and it touched me too. Oh, ooh, baby, I'm every room. Oh, every room. Ooh, baby, I'm every room. Oh, every room. I lived in volume turned up high, so I could hear my own soul cry. Every to-do, every demand was someone else's voice in my hand. They told me what success should be, but none of that ever sounded like me. Be strong, be kind, be twice as good. Be silent when you're misunderstood. The rules were carved in old cement, and I mistook them for consent. But late one night the static cleared, and none of those commands felt near. The noise wasn't mine, it came from echoes I'd outgrown. Teachers, parents, fear and time told me who I had to become. But in the quiet I heard a line that whispered, child, you are your own. It wasn't easy turning down the loud applause from every town, but peace began when I let go of trying to be their perfect show. I started walking to a beat that rose from silent, sure and sweet. There's a voice that doesn't shout, it breathes, it hums, it waits you out. And when you stop and let it speak, you'll find that you couldn't seek. The noise wasn't mine, it sounded big but wasn't true. Now I trade loud for something kind, a softer voice that comes from you. I let the echoes fade with time and tune my soul like skies to blue. Oh, so if it doesn't bring me peace, I won't call it my belief. The noise can stay where it was thrown. I'll walk the rest in my own tone.
I stepped into the heat afraid, heart like tinder, soul dismayed. I thought the pain would tear me down, that truth would scorch me to the ground. But fire's not just made to kill, it shapes, it cleans, it dares you still. I stood where anger used to blaze, let sorrow speak in ancient phrase. The grief I hid, the rage I masked, all rose up strong, unlearned, unasked. loose and wild, I stayed inside them like a child. But the fire didn't burn me, it burned what wasn't true. It took the lies I wrapped in gold and turned them into something new. Ashes made for softer soil, where truth could grow without the toil. It didn't show the core of me, just all I thought I had to be. The polished smile, the endless should, the ways I begged to be understood. They curled to smoke and floated high. I breathed out shame, I breathed in sky. Sometimes you have to walk through flame to stop pretending you're the same. And when the blaze is all around, you learn what's real by what stays sound. No, the fire didn't burn me. It lit a lamp inside my chest. It showed me pain is not the end, but where the soul begins to rest. I feared the heat, I feared the scar, but now I see how brave we are. So if you see me walking through the places fear once tried to rule, no, I was forged, not lost in flame. The fire called me by my name. It was just the morning light, the rest. Splash my face, try look my best. But the mirror stared back too still, and something deeper broke the chill. Not just my face, not just my skin. It asked me who I was within. You've been pretending for too long. The mirror whispered like a song. That smells a costume so well worn. But what about the parts you've torn? I froze right there, couldn't blink. That glass knew more than I could think. The mirror started talking, didn't shout, didn't preach. Just asked the kind of questions that no one else would teach. Said, what do you run from every time you dress so brave? The mirror saw the soul I caged. I used to check for lines and flaws, hide the cracks behind applause. But now I saw a tired truth, a silence from forgotten youth. The child I was looked back at me, eyes wide open, wild and free. Not every truth is soft or kind. Some come to wake a sleeping mind. And what I feared in facing me was really just the key to be. Oh, the mirror started talking, and I didn't turn away. here to stay, not to fix or prove or fake, but to reclaim what I forsake. So now when I meet my gaze each day, I listen more than look, 'cause the mirror doesn't lie or judge, it just reflects what life once took. I wore 100 faces, right? A chameleon in morning light. For every room I had a mask, to smile, to serve, to do what's asked. I thought that love was something earned, that peace was what you worked and burned. Oh, I said yes when I meant no. Let my own needs come last to show that I could handle, hold and heal. Even when I couldn't feel, they clapped, they praised, I stood so tall. But somewhere in it I lost it all. Oh, I tried to be everything: the sun, the moon, the steady wind. But being all for everyone left me empty when day was done. The more I gave, the less I knew where I began and what was true. I wore the title, played the role, a helper with no time to console. I poured from cups I never filled, ran uphill till my breath was stilled. The mirror whispered, you're not weak, you're just a soul that longs to speak. The world will cheer your sacrifice until your spirit pays the price. But being everything's a cage if it buries truth beneath the stage. I tried to be everything: perfect, oh, no suffering. But now I see the strength it takes to stop, to fall, to make mistakes. I'd rather be real even when I break than vanish for perfection's sake. So here I am, no cape, no crown, just learning how to lay things down. Not everything is mine to following the burn, thinking silence was how you earn. But every yes I didn't mean pulled me further from the scene. I said yes to things that drained, to love that left me bruised and chained. I gave and gave till nothing stayed, then wondered why I felt afraid. But one day something deep inside whispered, you got the right to decide. I started saying no, not with anger but with grace. I chose my peace, I claimed my space. No more shrinking to fit the role, no more hiding to keep control. Saying no was saying yes to a life that felt like less stress. No to the guilt dressed up as care. No to the weight that's not mine to bear. No to the rush, the endless race. No to losing my own face. Every no I spoke out loud felt like standing strong and proud. It's not rejection, not a fight. It's choosing self and quiet light. It's loving deep without the dead. It's drawing lines with no regret. I started saying no, and that no set me free. It opened doors back into me. No's not rude, it's how I stay aligned with truth, come what may. Knows the shield and knows the key that led me back to honesty. Now every no I gently send protects the love I have to live. Sat down with trembling hands. No crowd, no script, no grand demands. Just paper white and ink so blue, and all the words I never knew I needed to hear from someone true. So I wrote them down from me to me. Dear you, I wrote, the one who stayed when everything around you frayed. I know you've tried, I know you've been, I know the nights your strength was spent. I see the grace inside your ache, the quiet wins you always make. I wrote myself a letter, no filters, pride or show, just truth beneath the armor that I don't let others know. No need to sound poetic, no need to heal it all. Just space for being human, for rising after fall. I said I'm sorry for the times I pushed you hard to earn your shine. I'm proud you're here despite the fight, still searching gently for the light. You're not a burden, not too much. You're worthy just because you are. The letter didn't fix my pain, but it gave my heart a place to land again. A soft, forgiving, sacred shore where I could breathe and ask no more. I wrote myself a letter, and in that ink I found a kind of voice I never knew could speak without a sound. It didn't promise happy ends, but it became
friend, a note that said you're not alone, and meant it to the end. So if you're lost, just try to write. You might just find a bit of light. The one who waits to hold you true might just be a softer you.
I used to run from quiet rooms, from eyes that saw behind the gloom. I'd find a reason, find a door, anything not to feel the core. But now I sit, and though it stinks, I feel the ache of human things. The tremble in my chest remains, but I don't drown it out with chains. No scrolling noise or busy plans, just holding space with open hands. It's not escape that sets me free, it's being here and letting be. I'm learning to stay when tears arrive like gentle rain, when joy feels close but leaves again. I'm learning not to turn away. Not every storm is meant to sway. Some truths are born when I remain. I'm learning I can stay. I can stay. I breathe through shame, I breathe through doubt. I let the silence speak aloud. The hurt I feared won't break my skin, it just invites me deeper in, to places I once sealed with fear, now slowly cracked to make things clear. Staying doesn't mean I fight, it means I soften into night. It means I trust what's here today, even if it's not okay. I'm learning to stay when healing's slow and faith runs thin, when voices arise from deep within. I let them sing, I let them say what I once tried to push away. I may not always know the way, but love begins when I can stay. Oh, so when I can stay. So here I am, no urge to flee, becoming more of simply me, in breath and pause, in quiet clay. I shape my soul by learning to stay. I walk through noise and empty praise, wore borrowed shoes in strangers' ways. I chased approval like a flame, but burned my name to play the game. And somewhere in the race to win, I lost the quiet voice within. I wore the smile, I played the part, but silence echoed in my heart, until the questions wouldn't sleep, and grief I buried ran too deep. So I let go. and I fell slow. The places only lost ones go. It was the long way back to myself, no map, no guide, no one else, just broken steps and scattered light. Some sleepless days, some softer nights, but with each truth I dared to face, I found my home. An empty space, it took some pain, it took some grace, but now I move at my own pace. The mirror didn't lie this time, it showed the cracks and called them mine. But even shattered, I could see the pieces still belong to me. I picked them up with gentler hands, not to fix, but understand. Not every healing comes with song, not every right undoes the wrong. But when I stopped and stood alone, I saw I'd never left my home. Yes, it's the long way back to myself, but every scar became my wealth. Each no I spoke, each breath I stayed, each truth I met, unmasked, afraid. They made a path both fierce and kind that led me back to heart and mind. I took the long way, and that's fine, because this time the soul I find is mine. So here I stand, not more, not less, just holding all my humanness. No need to run, no tale to sell. I've come the long way back to myself.